Hello, 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 everyone. Interesting gist. Let's just come on in, come on in, come on in. Yeah, yeah. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Let's talk about Nanny Jeba and Mr. Korra Obidi. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, let's see. I think our sound is good. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Those of you that will be watching the replay and whatnot. Okay, so our sound is good, and we will start the gist. Hmm. Okay, so just when we thought that Nani Jeba is going to be taking a break, Jeba is like, yo, I still have a lot to say, and I'm going to be spilling, and that's exactly what she's doing. Jeba is still posting, Jeba is still talking about what's going on, and let's just. Is this karma? Nemesis? Like, what do we even call this? What do we call this? Welcome, welcome, everyone. Please give the live stream a thumbs up as you come in. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in and give us your 2 cents. Let us know what you think. You know, when you are so focused on destroying somebody, you will end up dining, whining, mingling, and everything else in between with the devil. And I think that's exactly what JD has done, and it is now coming back to bite him. Jeba doesn't look like someone that is going to stop anytime soon. Because if you ask me, Jeba is really bruised from everything that she's been alleging that went on. But I think, according to Jeba, she was willing to just calm down and just move ahead, move along, not talk about this, not stress it. But only JD knows what JD did, that Jeba is coming out with full force. But now we understand, because he also came out and he decided to run his mouth to say things. And I believe Jeba is someone that takes a reputation and, oh, I'm doing this, I'm into this, and I don't want anybody to come out and taint my image and whatnot. So I think that's another force that is driving Jeba and other forces, okay? Because when people are working to destroy someone, you don't know the kind of things that are happening in the spirit, okay? You don't know what's happening in the spirit. So all of this coming together, JD is really in a hot mess. That's what I can tell you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just joining, we're here to chit chat, talk a little bit about um let me share this to my community. Let's let our people know. We've not been live for some days now, so hold on. Let me share to the community. If you're just coming, please give the live stream a thumbs up. Let me share, and we'll go and look for Jeba's latest post about what is going on. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Good evening from my side. Good morning, afternoon, and better. Dosum, dosum. So give me give me a second. So we will be getting into that conversation. Just let me quickly put something for my little one to watch, and we'll get back in. Okay. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Uh-huh. Mm. Is it? Give me a second. Trying to put something on TV. Okay. All right. All right. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome to you all. Okay. So let me pull this up. Hope everybody is doing great. Mm, I want to share this, and I was distracted by my little one. So pardon me for that. Okay, so like I said, Jeba is still singing. Okay, Jeba is still singing. So let me do this. Let me see Jeba. Let's see if we can go to Jeba's page. Jeba. Because Jeba ain't playing. Jeba ain't playing. Jeba ain't playing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is 6 hours ago, and I think Jeba has created the her page. I think before it was her profile. She was posting on her Facebook profile, which was I think also relatively new. But here I see she shared something to a page. So I think she just created her page also. So let's see. So she shared that from her page. The name of her page, for those of you that want to follow Jeba's page, also on Facebook, is Storytime with Jeba Biba. That's what the page is called. And as at this moment that I'm telling you this, she has 43 likes and 114 followers. As you can see, I think she just started this, so it's relatively new. So people will slowly start following her, and she's gonna grow this also. Um, okay, so let's see what she has posted here. Yeah, this is kind of new. So 2 days ago, I'm seeing profile photo updated. Moved to New York City 1 day ago. I think this might be a family picture because I see they all look alike. 4 women together. I see they all look alike. Maybe it's she and her family, sisters, and yeah. And 1 day ago, say, "Hey friend, this is going to be my new platform for sharing the JD story and many others." So Jeba is fully into this business, okay? Do you know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because JD made Korra his main business. Even though he came out screaming, "I'm a chiropractor. She's just a dancer. She only knows how to shake her waist. If Facebook closes, if Facebook this, if Facebook that, she will not have anything to do. She will not have anywhere to go. She will not have any means of making money and whatnot." But we did not see anything. So for me to see somebody that has now made JD the person's own business, it is amazing to see also because right now JD will start to understand, and this is just the tip of the iceberg because this is nothing compared to what he did because he kept recruiting people and many people made Korra their business because of JD, because of the kind of things he said, because of the lies he sold to them. So to see that Jeba finally decided, because at first Jeba was like, "I don't want to do that, I don't want to that." So Jeba, go ahead, okay? Go ahead, even though I do not like and I don't agree with whatever these supporters of JD they've done, including the Jeba and anyone that's ever been in his team. But if anybody is coming out from JD's team and decide the person or persons want to talk, they want to speak, they want to give their 2 cents concerning what is happening or what had happened all throughout the period when they were with JD, go ahead. And if you feel like you're not that much of a social media person or you've always been a consumer and not a content creator, but you have your story time to tell concerning JD and everything else that happened in that cohort, and those people that are plotting and planning and always looking for who to destroy. If you have something to say, go ahead, create your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube, TikTok. Did I miss anyone else? Anyone else that I missed, drop it in the comment section. Create those pages, start telling your story, hashtag them properly. Let people that are interested in this story get to know. Let the bloggers that blog about this stuff come and blog Okay, let those of us that react concerning this scale and JD stuff see it and come and react to your content. We will mention your name, let more people follow you and see you to hear the story. Okay, so people get to find out the kind of person JD, because that's what JD's been doing, cashing out all these years. Korra, Korra, this, Korra, this, Korra, this, Korra, that, Korra, morning, afternoon, evening, night is Korra, 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 Korra. We would not rest. Then he recruited all the people he recruited and they continued. Korra. So if people are coming out to do the same to JD, more grease to your elbows. Okay, so more grease to the elbow of Jeeba. Bravo, Jeeba, for creating your page. Okay, because I said it in the beginning when she was like, I don't want to monetize, for people to think that I did this because of the money. It does not matter. Okay, we already see you as a bad person. Majority of us. Why do I say that? The handwriting was already on the wall. Being with JD for a little bit will let you know that there's something about JD. So if you're a supporter of JD and you went ahead and did everything, and Jeeba served the RO to Korra, so that makes you a terrible person, in my own opinion. Okay, and I stand by that. Those other ones that decided they wanted to date him and do whatever, that also makes them terrible set of people. So if any set of these terrible people that used to mingle with JD decides that they are going to tell their story, go ahead and tell your story. We are here for it. Okay, spill the tea. We are here for it. Okay, so bravo, Jeeba, for creating your page. We will keep our eyes open. In fact, if there is notification and whatnot, we will turn it on. So as you're posting, we are seeing it, we're reacting to it. Let JD not pretend that he didn't see it. Okay, people are reposting and talking about it. Bravo to all the bloggers and vloggers and whatnot that are talking about this and resharing what Jeeba is sharing. So Jeeba, keep sharing. Okay, because when you people were doing all of this in private, in secret, JD was enjoying it. So now that he has come out to call you a thief, he's tagged everybody is always a thief in his eyes, mostly the people of color, not the Oyimbos, not the Muzungus like him. Those ones he never calls them scammers, but when he deals with people of color and they fall out, the first thing he calls them, either they're a scammer or they're a thief. They're one of these two. So yeah, so Jeeba came out and announced her page and saying that this is where she's going to be, from now onward, she's going to be posting and giving her story about JD and whatnot. And the name of the page is Story Time. I say it one more time. Story Time with Jeeba, but the Jeeba, she used 4 E's. So J, 4 E's, and B-A. Then Biba. That's B-double-E-B-A. Okay, so that's Jeba's page on Facebook. Before she was posting on her profile, Facebook profile. Okay, so Jeba, go ahead. When you get to monetization, monetize it, because JD also monetized his own page where he was dragging somebody else. So if anybody tries to tell you that you're trying to cash out, point them to their master, the one you learned from, the one you were working for, JD. Okay, so all right, so this is one day ago that Jeba announced it, saying that she's going to be sharing that onwards. So 6 hours ago, she dropped the first bombshell on her page. Let's call it that, because the page is new, right? So the first bombshell on the page, because the rest that she's been sharing has been on her Instagram and then her Facebook profile. So let me open this. Okay, so she said 6 hours ago, this is Jeba, the ex-nanny of JD. Okay, the nanny that he found on the nanny that JD found on Tinder, right? The Tinder nanny. I don't want y'all to get it mixed up, because JD has a whole lot of gang members. So we have to be specific who we're talking about. Okay, so Jeba 6 hours ago posted this and said she posted some screenshots and also a very long write-up here that we're going to be reading also. So she said, shit, I guess we are starting the real story time now. Oh, really? So all of what Jeba has been doing is not the real story. It is getting juicy. Do you all see why I said the drama is getting hotter? It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Hotter than fire. Give me some water. Like, seriously? Anyways, let's continue. So Jabba said, shit, I guess we're starting the real story time now. I didn't want to put Justin's paranoid episode out there into the world, but apparently he's showing signs of mental regression and publicly reviving a theory that he already dragged me through hell for, until I prove my innocence slash allegiance. She continued, friends, I wrote this NDA for Justin as a gift. at the end of our partnership while he was forcing me to endure extreme stress. I diminished all of my needs and signed away my rights just to make this man stop treating me like a traitor and calling me a, in quote, she put this in quote, Korra's spy. You see that the one that is always doing something evil is always the one that is quick to point accusing fingers. The one that is up to something will be the first one to point accusing finger at you, accusing you of doing all of those things that they are doing. He has several spies because he has several spies and different people that he is appointed to do different evil jobs for him. In his mind, somehow he's been able to convince himself that every single person is actually getting a spy, and one of those persons is Korra. He really thinks that with all the job and Korra writing music, taking care of her kids, getting her gigs, doing all of what she's doing, creating content, alone takes a lot of time, and Korra streams life a lot, you know, trying to make sure that she betters her life. She's going to leave all of those busy things that will better her life and that of the future of for her children to go and be looking for a spy. Who is the one that had somebody that was that went to get a private investigator? Was it not JD? Is he not the one that they've been calling messing up Korra's gigs and doing this CPS, police, everything else? So he thinks that Korra too will be as petty as he is, and Korra will go and be recruiting people to go to his home to go and spy on him. You went to Tinder. You went and met this person on Tinder. So what? Cora knew that you're going to be on Tinder and went and found Jeba and knew that you were, when you see Jeba, you will want Jeba. And like, you found Jeba yourself. So there's all this nonsense. So you thought, or you had in your mind, that this person was Cora's spy, but yet you want the person to come and watch over your kids, right? You wanted a relationship or something, something, a shoulder to cry on, but you thought this person was Cora's spy. Anyways, let's continue. So she said, stop treating me like a traitor and calling me it. And I don't know one thing with these women. What is the desperation all about? If somebody is calling you, you've been with this person for just a short time. The person is already suspecting you, thinking that you're a spy. Why didn't you just move away? You didn't sign anything. You that Nothing was really holding you. You people's relationship was not really defined to say yes, 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 we were dating or this and that, or I was married or whatnot. So why don't you just move on? But that's not something that these women want to do. They want to stay until the fire burns them very hard. That's when they will now come out and start crying. That's what we always see. Okay, they never leave when they were supposed to leave. Okay, so let's continue. So she said that she signed away her rights just to make this man to stop treating her like a traitor and calling her, in quotes, Cora's spy, spy around the kids, just for the simple fact that I gave my notice to quit before his family court trial date. His erratic behavior destroyed my sense of safety and my mental health. He angrily reminded me that I was abandoning him just like everyone else in his life, and I owed him free continued childcare at least until the trial. He violated this by trying to kick me out immediately after the trial as revenge. This is the real document with clarifying annotations. Give me a second, please. Okay, so so she said this is the real document with clarifying annotations. Yeah, and she said, is this the contract of a woman who entered someone's home with the goal of betrayal, or a soft human being who thrived on clarity and mutual trust? This was basically my way of begging him to have an adult conversation about a fair exit plan. I wasted money on hotels and hostels, desperate to escape when he made the home unlivable. And honestly, I would have been prepared for the abrupt discard had I saved the money I spent trying to rent some peace of mind. And she said, "There's no need. A deed goes unpunished. Thank you for the life lesson." And she still calls him doctor. And she tag him in every post. She tags him, and she tag him Dr. Justin Dean DC, and she put her hashtag Justin Dean. Dr. Justin Dean, hashtag liars, manipulation, hashtag Los Angeles. And then she posted this document. Let's see what we can see to read from this document. So small. The writes up are so little. Can we read it? It's a clean slate agreement to stop the extreme accusatory paranoia claim that I was setting him up to sue him for discrimination. I say, and yo, I'm gonna try to read this, but the write-up is like so little. Discrimination and low pay or workers' rights due to black women and the court system always plotting against him. And I said, number one, Najaba Williams willingly confirmed that the relationship between this is the NDA she posted that we're reading right now. The Justin's Nanny, if you're just coming in, posted this NDA, these documents, and that's what we are actually reading right now. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Please don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up, share if there's somewhere to share to, and join us as we talk about the recent documents and stuffs that JD's Nanny just published online a few hours ago. So she said, um, Najaba Williams willingly confirmed that the relationship between Dr. Justin Dean and myself was friendly, barter made with the intention of benefiting both parties and easing our individual major source of stress. I will not attempt to classify the arrangement between Dr. Dean and myself as an employer slash employee relationship, with the exception of relevant professional pursuits. Additionally, I permit Dr. Dean to seek closure regarding any concern about my involvement in prior lawsuit through in-depth independent research. This document signifies my full commitment to a public and or legal gag order. It serves as a commitment to mutual integrity and trust. Furthermore, I fully acknowledge the generosity of Dr. Justin Dean, and I agree that I am not entitled to any additional compensation for my time, nor will I seek to make any claim for such a post separation. There's another small write up here that said, me being, oof, seeing this, I don't know if I will be able to read this other small one, but I'll try. Let me see. So it says here, me being overly nice and letting him off the hook for all the free labor as he made me feel miserable and worthless. My peace of mind was worth more than what I had have to beg for. And during during his buy me coffee money grab, this is his fam he what he firmly stated that he had no money to pay me, poor baby. So, and then here it says, in return, my sole requests are a good are for goodwill departure commitments, freely giving glowing recommendation to aid in my employment search and future childcare business, with no reference to or mentioning of conflict or tension caused by conflicting personalities. Dr. Dean agreed to protect my name and reputation to the best of his ability from all unconfirmed allegation and suspicion and suspicions that may arise. We will hereby begin discussing for a fair and amicable separation, including an appropriate amount of time to rehouse myself. Okay, me continued. Here it says, so if you're just coming in, you're welcome. We're reading the NDA that JD's nanny shared online. So that's what we are going through, because she said she's going to be doing her story time, and she just created a page, and she said it's all the story time will be on her page, because I think she's been telling her story on her profile on Facebook and on Instagram, but this particular document is on her page. Okay. All right. So let's see, where did we stop? So appropriate amount of time to rehouse myself. Okay, that's where we stop. I acknowledge Dr. Dean's current difficulties regarding defamation, and swear not to further exacerbate his quality of life. I commit to engaging in no trade or bargain that bring myself financial gain at the emotional expense of Dr. Justin Dean and his children. In between here, she has another red write-up that is so small. Okay, then in between here, after what I just read, she writes this. Let me see. So small. Let me see if I can read it. Said, he accused me of being in cohorts with bloggers, despite not one single leaked piece of anything during my entire stay. My documentation was for protection in case I was roped into his child misconduct allegation by association. Okay. Okay, so I guess she writes a little stuff in between explaining some of the things. All right, then then the NDA document continued, and it says, I confirm that as of August 3rd, 2024, I have never had any personal relationship with Mr. Dean's ex-wife, Korra Obidi. I am neither an ally, friend, nor co-conspirator in any plot to further inconvenience his livelihood and his um, innate right to peace of mind. Furthermore, I clarify that my only contact with Miss Obidi was in the context of granting Dr. Dean a favor by anonymously and discreetly delivering a restraining order. So this is where she spoke about, because according to Jeeba, according to the nanny, that Justin kept referring to her as Korra's spy, Korra's spy, Korra's spy, thinking that Korra planted Jeeba in his home. And Korra said, Jeeba said she was doing everything to prove that she wasn't Korra's spy or anything. Uh-oh, sorry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our barrister in the building. Sorry, I had my phone up reading, so I wasn't even looking at my screen. I didn't see where you go. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining today. How are you doing? So, I believe after she's been hearing that JD was calling her Korra's spy, Korra's spy, Korra's spy all this while, it made her to, you know, really specify on this NDA that she has never been in contact or anything with Korra. She's not Korra's spy. She's never worked. She's not his friend, ex-friend, or anything with Korra. That the only time she's ever been in contact with Korra, which is where she said she said anonymously and discreetly delivering a restraining order. And she said that was her doing a favor to her friend, Justin. If this Justin is not a malicious person, why didn't Justin get somebody totally different to go and deliver that restraining order to Korra? But he used his nanny, the person that watches over Korra's children, to go and deliver a restraining order to Korra. JD will try to mess up people's mental and this thing, health and everything, just because his own is also messed up. How do you want that woman, if it's somebody that has conscience, to add them? How do you expect somebody that watches over her children to go and deliver something like that? Like, what is even wrong with this man? Of all the people you should have used, you used the nanny to go and deliver a restraining order. It is terrible. Katori Kamama, you're welcome. You're welcome. Me, for Nazi. You use the person that watches over the children to go and deliver restraining order. And how desperate can these people be? Because when Jeba is saying this thing, and people like, and you people should stop blaming the others, they will stop talking. Anybody that wants to stop talking should stop talking. But we would not stop pointing out like somebody kept. At what point, I would really love for this question to be asked, at what point did Justin started calling you Korra's spy? Because if we're working with the way she phrased her this and where she wrote this whole thing, it seemed like Justin has already been accusing her of being Korra's spy. So she wanted to prove herself that she wasn't Korra's spy. So she was trying to do everything to help JD, right? Welcome, Katorika Mama. Thank you so very much for joining us today, Queen. So, well, here in the United States, nobody is supposed to deliver the restraining order but the constable. And really, and he still did it the way he wanted to do it. That's JD for you. Katori said she can get in trouble for delivering it when it's supposed to be a constable, so they had to be a false made up from his computer papers. Oh, who knows? Who knows where he got that thing from? JD. So that's probably why it was thrown out. Only him knows why he where he got that stuff from. But really, I feel like one question I would ask Jeba if I see Jeba on any place where she's granting an interview, what is, Jeba, when did JD started calling you Korra's spy? When did JD started suspecting you, and when did you deliver the um restraining order to Korra? Isn't it obvious? Somebody that met you where the person met you. You people had the on Tinder. You people had the conversation you had on Tinder. You had the agreement and everything. You came in, moving in because of what he had promised. He now started acting funny. And instead of him to behave himself and see that he's treating you badly, instead he turned around and started blaming you and calling you Korra, the spy of his ex-wife, like, at what point do you say to yourself that, look, I have to remove myself from this situation or it's going to get even messier? And then you put yourself in so deep that you went and delivered a restraining order on behalf, because you said you're doing a favor. This is hard NDA. Jeba posted this NDA. Jeba wrote this NDA. And if we're reading this NDA, they said, furthermore, I clarify that my only contact with Miss Obidi was in the context of granting Dr. Dean a favor. It was in the context of granting Dr. Dean a favor. And what was that favor? Delivering the restraining order to Korra. Something that he could have paid somebody else to go and do. A job that was not supposed to be the job of his nanny. That woman watches over the children of this other woman that you're sending her to go, and because you know deep down in your heart that what you're doing is wickedness, but you still went ahead and roped in this woman into this your nonsense. And Jeba too went ahead, because at this point, that's why I'm saying I feel like he already started this, your Korra spy, your Korra spy. So prove yourself. If you're not Korra spy, go and deliver this stuff. This is just my own thinking from two and two, putting two and two together, what Jeba is saying. It does make sense if he has already started calling her Korra's spy, suspecting her, believing that she's not genuine. She's being, she's taking sides with Korra, because that's the only thing he knows how to do, to recruit people that will come in and work for him and try to destroy everything that Korra is doing. So at the same time, this one thinks that is said Jeba is dancing to Moist. Really? I didn't see that video. You know, So many red flags, that's why I say I don't feel sorry for these people, because you will notice that there is so many red flags. It shouldn't have even gotten to the point where you will now go ahead and deliver restraining order because you're trying to prove yourself. It shouldn't. But because you want to prove yourself, from what you write here, it shows that you're saying this was the only, because she wants to clarify that I never worked with Korra. I don't know anything about what JD is accusing me of. But you should have known that because he's guilty of what he's accusing you of, that's why he's accusing you of that. Do you understand? That's just it. So he said, furthermore, I clarified that my only contact with Ms. Obidi was in the context of granting Dr. Dean a favor by anonymously and discreetly delivering a restraining order. Then the next thing it signed and said, the allegation that made me sick, uh, given that he forced me to meet/ambush this woman whose life he was trying to ruin. This is not the first person that has associated with JD that is saying the same thing, that JD is trying to ruin the life of his ex-wife. Because after she realized, she now put this write-up in between, you know. And from what Jeba is saying that this is really one of the things that really got him really messed up, got her really messed up. Like, she was like, yo, after doing everything and proving myself that I'm not working with her and everything, you still come out and you started with all of this stuff. Then it says Jeba, signature, I think he signed. And let me see. And let me see what she says. Yeah, she said, sure, it's not perfect, but it was my attempt to protect myself from the inevitable defamation of character. His signature brand, I anticipated that he would spread lies about me, despite agreeing to move forward with goodwill. I did my best to help Justin protect himself and prove my disinterest in his general life plot. Noticed how he never attempted to make me sign an NDA, and after harassing me, which slash paranoia, he still only signed it. He still only signed it 2 full days later. I actually had to chase him down because I was drowning in anxiety over the when should I move out. Hmm. A chat that he avoided for weeks. He loved to watch me stress out about housing insecurity. And here she wrote about generosity, and she said 4K towards my storage unit, 5K total pay for 7 months. I had to Wahala. Why can't this thing? I'm trying to see if I can poof. And she used red ink, so it's really small. This I had to lie to what? This one is too small. I can't see them to read. But anyways, this is what we see that Jeba has posted. And she said on this new page that she is going to be telling the story. So we're expecting more stuff that Jeba is going to be sharing. Katori said, yes, first to get a restraining order, You got to go down and get one, and then it goes across to the DA's office, and then they will take it to the constable, and uh okay, and then the constable will serve it. Okay. So when you do a restraining order, it will be nobody seems to be on there but the judge and the DA, not nobody else. Okay, so the judge, the DA, that's what Katori is saying, is supposed to be in charge, but JD, I don't know how he ended up with that restraining order that was supposed to now be delivered by the nanny to Korra. So Jeba is still talking, and we don't know what else is going to drop. Okay, from what we know, Jeba is not stopping anytime soon, and this post was from 6 hours ago. We don't know what else Jeba is going to drop before the day runs out. This her page is relatively new. For those that might be curious to go see what she has on the page, you see, as we're talking, she has 120 followers. Like I said, more people will be following Jeba's page because she's been posting on her profile. But now she just, I think, created her page, and she has 120 followers now, 46 likes. And the name of the page is Storytime with Jeba Biba. Storytime with Jeba Biba. And the Jeba, this time she spelled it with 4 E's. Okay. So it's Jeeeba. And then Beba, which is also Beba. Okay. So Storytime with Jeba Biba or Beba. And you can see that she just created it. Not much is there. Profile photo 2 days ago, New York City 1 day ago, family photo 1 day ago. The post telling friends that this is the platform where she will continue telling the JD story and others 1 day ago. And then 6 hours ago, she posted this document, which is actually going around on Facebook. If you've been on Facebook, you know that this particular document is going round on Facebook. So let me know what you think about this whole situation. Katori said, "How I know about this because me and my husband worked for DA's judge and the lawyer." Ah, okay, okay, I see. JD always does his own thing the way he wants to do it, and I'm not surprised if he's not really following what he should follow. But with everything, you worked with someone for what, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, or how many months that he said he worked with this lady. One thing that JD shouldn't have done was to come out and start running his mouth, because you should know that once you do that, more people are going to put their eyes, because people will now want to see what the person's response is going to be. And we know that Jeba did not keep quiet. Okay, Jeba did not keep quiet. Jeba came back and gave him back. You understand? So Jeba did not keep quiet at all. And I believe he later regretted what he did. So let's just keep our eyes open and see what's going on, because Jeba doesn't look like somebody that you're just going to just say whatever you want to say about the person, and the person will not come out and correct what the person is doing. A lot was promised to Jeba. Jeba is really not happy uh, for the way he treated her, because if you notice, she keeps stressing the treatment and stuffs like that. So much more it's going to come out. Everything postable, in my opinion, that I think Jeba thinks that will help her, Jeba is going to post. Okay, that's what I think. Everything that is going to help Jeba to prove that, or what she's saying is the truth, she's going to post. But on the other hand, have we seen anything from JD's side? JD has been relatively quiet. Okay, quiet, 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 quiet. JD is not talking, JD is not doing anything. And that's that, right? So This is really funny, and we're going to see how far this is going to go. We will keep following the story. Like I said, the live streams, we're going to keep them as short as possible. Okay, about an hour, less than an hour, whatnot. Just come in, talk quickly about what's going on, and uh, that will be it. So I'm going to be rounding up here, and yo, yo, keep your ears open because we are going to see where this is actually going, right? So thank you also very much. And when next Jeba drops something, we will come here and talk about it. Everything that Jeba is posting, Jeba is tagging JD, making sure that JD sees it, making sure that JD knows that she's talking. But on the other hand, we don't see JD acting like he sees anything that Jeba is doing. But I feel like now that um JD is now enjoying the same thing that he served to Korra all these years, because Jeba is now giving it back to him. Jeba posts and Jeba tags him. Jeba posts, Jeba will tag him. Okay. And I believe one of the reasons too why he's not talking is because whenever he says anything that concerns Jeba, Jeba goes in his comment section and Jeba responds back to him. So there is just so much that is going to be exposed from this Jeba that was with him for what they said 5 months, 7 months, 8 months, I don't know, but anything more than 4 months, it's a long time that someone has, so that person will have a lot to talk about. Okay, so let's wait and see what's the next thing that Jeba is going to share because she said it's going to be a story time. So I guess there's a whole damn lot of story. And to hear uh somebody from his side, somebody that was so close to him, somebody that you used as a nanny to come out and actually say that you're trying to ruin the life of your ex-wife, that is deep because you must have said a lot during you people's lovey-dovey love bombing period where you were still all thinking, oh, she's for you, you're going to be easily she's going to be easily manipulated. You will sell her this fake story and she will do exactly what you want her to do. And then the next thing, you start talking and talking and talking. So who knows what he said to Jeba that makes Jeba to really, you can see, talking about the fact that he wants to ruin the life of Korra. This is a statement that you can see in this document because Jeba the documents and then she writes with red explaining some things also, to try to bring more clarity to the NDA document that she posted uh, online. So this is not the first person that has associated with him. According to them, they thought he was fighting a real battle. They really wanted to stand by him and fight this battle. But then somewhere along the line, after he finished showing them the kind of person he is, showing them that no matter what you people have discussed, it is not going to, work. So it is really deep. It is deep. How many persons need to come out and talk about these things before you people get to understand that there is something up? Those of you that are still following, supporting, rooting, screaming, that's that of the year, this, that. Hmm. Katori said, "I actually noticed that the streets are being quiet. More, ooh, on his side. What? ah, he knows that he's messed up big time. So I think he's just laying back now, counting his losses. And one thing that is paining him the most right now that everyone notices the fact that Korra just creates content with the kids. Some of his minions came out, tried to scream, talk about how she has started, she's already breaking the rules, this and that. Has he come out to say anything? Even though his minions are saying that she has started, she's breaking the rules. Court said don't show the kids, don't make the kids the center of the content and whatnot. They cannot define what the center of content is or not. But yeah, they think that what she's doing, she makes the kids the center of the content. And they just are waiting for him. And I believe he's behind the scene, plotting and planning and looking for what he's going to come up next with, and then sell it to this his gullible followers, and they will buy it, and the next thing they will start running with it. I think that's what he's working on, because all of this that he had planned, that they all planned together, did not work according to the way he was believing it was going to work, and that really hit him a hard way. You understand? It really, really hit him the hard way. And now he has to go back to the drawing board to look for something new. But several persons are coming out, and Jeba is one that is not keeping quiet, talking about how he's been plotting to ruin this woman's life. And how many more persons need to come out and talk about this? A lot of people have actually come out to say, from the way you were saying, we thought you were the victim, but coming close, trying to support you and whatnot, we just find out that something is up with you. You're not telling the truth, and just so much that it's been out there. So when will some of these people learn and understand that they don't need to dive in deep into situation that you don't really know what the full story is about, and you just want to jump in and you go and support a muzungu because, yeah, you've seen somebody that comes and talks with a small voice, talk calmly, and pretend that they are quiet and whatnot. All these cool, quiet, calm, collected, this sometimes can be very dangerous set of people, you know, because they might be saying few things with their mouth, but inside so much. They're plotting and planning. So let's see what's the next document that she's going to post. Because I used Zaya for his dirty work. He used her for his dirty work. Is he not always using someone? JD is always out there. Like, there is nobody that came close to JD during this period that I think JD really wanted a genuine friendship with. Not even those people that he pretended were people that he was dating and whatnot. Those people he called his friends and this. He was always using. Immediately anybody comes close to him, or immediately he approaches anybody, I think one of the first thing that comes to his mind is, how am I going to use this person? How am I going to use this person? How am I going to use this person? That's the first thing that comes to JD's mind. And it goes to show the kind of person that he is. Why fight with somebody that is not even fighting you? Why are you in a battle with somebody that is not in a battle with you? Why are you in a competition with somebody that is not in a competition with you? You people already had the divorce. She has moved on. She's doing her thing, creating her content, living her life, being successful, being happy, doing her was, releasing music, getting her gigs, and everything else, not paying any attention to you or whatnot. Even when you complained about Nanny, she offered you her own nanny, said, use my nanny for free. She didn't ask you to pay for it. She said, I'm paying for it. I'm paying for the nanny. If I'm not using the nanny, you can use the nanny. And that will be fine. No, if that was a father that was really considering the children, he would have used her nanny, because that simply means that they have the same person that they know, that they are used to take care of them. Other than when they are with their mother, they have one nanny. When they go over to their father, every 5 seconds a new nanny pops up. Every 5 seconds there's a new person they have to call mommy, even though their biological mother is living, like she's alive, she's head and hearty. So why? It's just so many level of selfishness that you can see coming from JD's side, that everything has to be about JD, me, and that is a problem. That is not okay. Atari said, I believe he's trying to do a new recruit. Oh, of course, because a whole lot of people are beginning to see through him. That's why even those ones that are not coming out to speak, like those ones that supported him genuinely, that they will go and comment, they will share his videos, they will go and drag bloggers and insult people and go to Korra's page and insult Korra, come back to his page, cheer him on, donate for him, and just do all these things to help him. Even those, some of them have actually realized the kind of person he is. That's why we notice that his numbers on Facebook too is going down, because a lot of things are no longer adding up. And some of those people really came in to support somebody that was being oppressed, only to find out that this person was not being oppressed at all. This person was just being manipulative from the beginning. This person was just using them, and because he knows that they have a good heart, like I mean, a good heart in the sense that some of them, not all of them, some of them might want to just genuinely help somebody that they think is in a bad position, and they came in with that eye because they see all the lies. But then when the more they are with him and they also see other stories that are out and they listen and they put two and two together, they begin to find out that wait, it seemed like this person that we're actually on his side is the one that his stories never adds up compared to the stories that other people are telling us. When he posts receipts, his receipt is not really given the way when other people post receipts, and two and two will be put together and these people just unfollow and like no. But his own is user, either people that will buy him coffee, people that will physically come to his home and help him, people that he can easily twist their head so they can help him to go and torture his ex. So there is always something. He weighs through everything to make sure that he is able to use the person. You know, if he cannot use the person, he's not interested. That's just the gospel truth. If he cannot use the person, he's not interested. If he can use the person, then he is damn interested. So I don't know. Mm. Catholic man said those are the people that has not been following since the get-go of the marriage, and they are just now coming as new recruits. I don't know nothing. Yes, and they don't know nothing. Yes, a lot of people just started following. Some people even started following 2024. So hearing him tell the story the way he told it again in 2024, if you're just hearing it for the first time, you will really think that Korra did something terrible to him. But one thing is, when you lie, you have to look for another lie to cover up and cover up and cover up and cover up. But with a whole lot of stuff that happened, he just couldn't keep up anymore. And the fact that people from his own camp keeps coming out to expose him, and nobody has ever come out from Korra's side to say the person was recruited by Korra, the Korra paid the person or posted any evidence to say, look, I'm working with Korra to do this to JD. But every time you hear anybody talking about who's trying to ruin whose life, who's manipulative, who's recruiting people, who is doing the most, it is always coming from his own camp. And these people are not just talking, most of them are able to post like chat communications, voice notes, things to show that yes, what they are saying can be backed up, by video evidence, writing, and otherwise. So let's see where this goes, okay? And let's see how long JD can be silent. That's another thing. Let's see how long he can uh be silent. I believe at this point, JD is actually regretting why he came out and called his nanny a thief and accused her of stealing his $7,000 digital camera and rummaging through his wardrobe when he was not around, told by his other friend that somehow he managed to be also a Haitian. So let so let's see where this is going. Let's just watch and see where this is going. That being said, I want to say thank you all so very much for joining me this evening. I wanted to come in for us to just have a quick chit chat concerning this happening and see where this goes. But as more stuff is coming out, she said she's telling her story. So we will just wait and see what next. And let's see, is JD coming out to respond again? Is he going to ever say anything to Jeba? Or he's just going to allow Jeba to keep talking? Let's see how long it will take before JD breaks his silence and drops something else. Okay? That being said, thank you also very much. God bless you. May your going out and coming in be blessed. God guide and protect you, and make sure that you don't meet evildoers in your way in this life. Okay, God guide and protect you and your family, loved ones. Remain blessed, and I will see you all when next we have another gist. For now, I am out of here. It's almost an hour. This live stream is almost an hour, so I'll try to round it up just before it hits 1 hour. So thank you all so very much, and we'll keep our eyes on Nani Jeba's page, and we will try our best to bring the update of whatever she's sharing online, and Jeba, like I said, if she wants to monetize, let her monetize. It doesn't matter. Nobody should look at it and say, well, she's doing this for the money. Well, JD has been dragging Korra for as long as, and he's been cashing out, and he loves the negativity. And people that were around him, including Jeba and all of that, could confirm that he just loved it when it was bringing traffic, and he continued and he rided on it. So if somebody from his camp now has learned very well from the master and decided that, oh, okay, we learned very well from JD, a master, let's us also go out, create a page, monetize the page with his name. And in this case, in his own case, he never had any evidence that you could look at and say, yes, this is an evidence that he has against Korra that is what paying attention to. Okay, there was always something wrong with the evidences he was presenting, whack kind of stuff. But in the case of these people that he had worked with or had worked with him, his friends and his cohorts, when they come out with evidence of what he's done, he's been involved in, or whatever, you can see that it is legit. Okay, their evidences are always legit, tighter and stronger, more believable compared to the kind of things he was presenting when he was bashing his ex. So nobody should talk about the fact that if people are monetizing, let them monetize, because their energy they've given to him, they've spent doing evil. So if now they're going to expose the evil that they were doing in the dark, we're in for it. We're here for it, okay? We are here for it to listen. We're here to hear. We're here to see how far they went just to destroy one single person. Okay, I don't know how you go and recruit multitude battalions of people to go and fight one person that is not even fighting you. If the person is fighting you, that's a different story altogether. But this person in question is not fighting you. So why, like, why do you think fighting this person is the right thing to do? Okay. Katori said he don't know his landlord knows everything. Landlord is downstairs. JD. It is well. I want to say thank you all so very much. I wish I could just sit here for us to discuss some more, but I want the live streams to not be too long, so other people that are coming in are able to catch up and also enjoy the replay and drop their opinion. Also, if there's any other thing I've missed concerning this case that you want us to come in and discuss as you're watching, drop it in the comment section so we can discuss it, because maybe some things I won't see them if I'm doing other stuff. I won't see them and I might miss that. But if there's anything concerning this that we have not spoken about, let me know in the comment section so we can schedule it for another day or for the next live stream to come in and discuss that. Thank you also very much. If you're just joining, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live. Thank you so very much. God bless you all. God bless you, bless you, bless you. God bless you, Katori, Kamama. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, Barista Oyoyo. Thank you so very much for coming. Also, God bless all 30 something of you. I didn't check what our highest number was, but 30 something, I believe, of you, those that breathed in, breathed out. God bless you. If you've ever stopped by the channel, God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate. Thank you so very much. Remain blessed and may your day be fruitful. Okay. Thank you so very much. And good evening from my side. I'll see y'all later. I don't know if I'm coming live later, but I'll see y'all and I'll see you. Okay. When we have the next gist. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you later.